welcome back to another Heather Mac Reacts. Thanks for being here. I hope you like, I hope you subscribe. We're here today to go over some more Am I the A-hole posts from Reddit. I hope you're ready, cause I'm ready. Let's get into it. Am I the a-hole for letting my medical condition get out of hand to prove a point? Honey, that's your medical condition. As long as you're not like dying, do you, okay? That's my opinion, but let's see what the story says. I have a condition called impacted earwax caused by swimmer's ear. For some reason, my whole life, it comes back and me having ears really sucks. Essentially, I have way too much earwax. I need to clean out my ears daily just so they aren't in pain. They're still uncomfortable, unfortunately. Okay, I can relate a little bit because I have to clean my ears almost every day too, but they're not impacted and it's not like super dirty every day. It's just I have really bad allergies, and I think that it attributes to the earwax, and it like is just so itchy if there's even a little bit of wax in my ears, so I gotta like so, okay, I'm already like empathizing with this person. Well, my older brother Sebastian has a fiance, Tina, and they live in a room in our house that my mom rents to them. The other day, I guess Tina realized just how much I clean out my ears and said, you really shouldn't have to clean them out that much. I feel like you're probably over-exaggerating a little just for attention. Bitch, who are you? Literally, who are you? Who are you? I told her I wasn't, and she said, okay, well, I guess that your poor little ears are reason enough to waste money on Q-tips so often. Bitch, you better get out of my house. I know it was petty, but I said, okay, I'm gonna go for 2 weeks without cleaning my ears, and every day you have to take a picture of the inside of each and see what happens. Sounds fair to me. And so her pact with the devil was made. I love this person. We didn't make it past 5 days before she said, okay, you made your point, you ass. How is she an ass? My ears were leaking onto my shirt by that point, and the inside of my ear was on fire because the eardrops I'm supposed to use were just sitting in a puddle of wax in my ears, not doing their job. I thought it was funny, if not a little painful, but my brother and Tina thought it was pretty petty and gross, and now they just call me waxy, grubby creep. My mom said I did nothing wrong aside from just being generally obnoxious, but Sebastian and Tina made it into a whole thing and took it way too seriously. Am I the a-hole? No, Tina's the a-hole. Mind your goddamn business. Are you the one buying the Q-tips? Like literally, are you the one buying the Q-tips? No? Then mind your business. You are in someone else's house. Have some respect. Y'all, this is the first one. I'm already fired up. Nope, Tina's the a-hole. You are not. Girl, clean your ears as much as you want to clean your ears, okay? It is a free I don't know if you're in America or not, but it's a free freaking country. Clean your ears. Never mind Tina. Tina can go to hell. I'm mad, y'all. All right, next one. Am I the a-hole for stealing my stepsister's necklace? Stealing is never okay, but let's see what the story has to say. Me rhyming. I'm 19 female and my stepsister SS is 20. My dad remarried her mom, stepmom, when I was 16 and she was 17. They dated for 3 years before they got married. My mom died when I was 8. My grandma had this beautiful necklace that had been in the family since they immigrated from Italy about 3 generations ago. It was given to her by her mom and so on. My grandma passed a few years ago, and so the necklace was given to my dad since she disowned his other sibling. Yikes. So all of my life, I was told that the necklace goes to the oldest child, usually the daughter, and given when they're 20. Well, my stepsister turned 20 last week, and one of the gifts that was given was obviously my grandma's necklace from my dad. Not gonna lie, I lost my shit. My stepmother was all for it, saying that it unites us as a family and it's good to merge family traditions. I told her that merging family traditions applies to making cookies at Christmas, not giving away familial ties that's not in her bloodline. My dad's defense is that he's following the rules and she's the oldest and she turned 20, so she should have it. I'm all for unifying families, but like y'all are like grown. This isn't like telling a 5-year-old that they can't have a sleepover with their 6-year-old stepsister. No, this is a family heirloom that was promised and like known it was going to your daughter and you gave it to your stepdaughter. That is not fair. My stepsister and I get on okay enough to have dinner together once a week, but she loves material things, so obviously when a pretty diamond necklace gets put in her hand, she'll die before she lets go of it. So 2 days ago, before I left to study abroad, I went into my stepsister's room while she was at a party and stole the necklace back. Now I'm in Germany and my phone has been blowing up from my dad, stepsister, and stepmother. They're basically saying I'm a brat and I need to give the necklace back before I get disowned. Am I the a-hole? Okay, there's some edits. My dad did not adopt stepsister. She only lived with us during the summer for 3 months since her bio dad had shared custody and had her during the school year when we were in high school. But since she's an adult, she was prepping to permanently move back to her hometown with her bio dad. She stayed with us for a few months for one last summer. Okay, so y'all don't even live together full time. This isn't like a, oh no, you two are sisters now. Edit 2. My grandma did not know stepsister. Okay, she died when I was 14. This was when my dad and stepmother were dating and were introducing themselves to us. My grandma also did not like my stepmother because she insulted her cooking once. Oh, you don't insult an Italian woman's cooking, not unless you're preparing to be cursed for the rest of your life. I should have said this earlier, but my grams told me once when she was braiding my hair when I was 10 that the heirloom would look beautiful with my wedding gown when I got married, so that's also what motivated me to get it back. Edit 3. I was the oldest child until stepsister came in. I have a younger brother, 17 male. Nope, not the a-hole. I would have stole that ish back too. Nope. Stepsister was not entitled to that necklace, and I don't care. Your father is being a pushover by the stepmother, and I'm glad you got it back. Stealing is not right, but neither is giving away family heirlooms to people that aren't even like, don't even act like your daughter. I mean, like, she was a part-time kid. Like, yeah, you want to treat her like family, that's fine, but you don't give away a family heirloom to her when it was promised to your daughter years ago. That's crazy. Okay, I've said what I said. I'd like to know what you think. Put it in the comments. Let me know if you disagree with me. Let's move on. Am I the a-hole for not allowing my parents to visit me due to childhood grievances? Okay, let's see. I'm a 27 female married to a great guy with a great job and a happy life. Okay, but much of what I have was achieved by ignoring and eventually distancing myself from my parents due to what I realize now was a toxic and overprotective relationship. Okay, my childhood was characterized by periods of religiosity, resulting in things like being told my parents would need to approve my marriage and not being allowed to develop friendships with bad people, aka my mom and I were best friends because I had no others. My parents loved to read us books like Runaway Bunny and Love You Forever, which I guess some find endearing, but to me seemed to be a way to teach us to be controlled forever. Adult stresses were placed on me at a young age, including childcare, dealing with my mom frequently claiming she was running away from us as a result of her desire to check out from life due to her own bad choices, and dealing with my dad's response, which was to attempt to move a distant cousin into the house, which turns out to try to turn her into a second wife. Oh, okay, so it's that kind of religious family. Interesting. I was well aware of their financial troubles at a young age, and I realized this was ridiculous now, but it led to a serious pressure in college when I would literally cry and pray to God every night to not fail a quiz so I could keep getting A's, become a surgeon, the highest paid job I could think of, and pay their debts and support my siblings. Honey, that's a lot of stress for a young person. Luckily, I met great friends in college after convincing my parents not to move to my college town with me when I started. Jeez. I also met my now husband at 19, but when I told my parents I had started dating, their response was to burst into tears and try to get my school to disenroll me so I couldn't go back. That's a little next level. Something snapped in me that day and I started ignoring them for the first time. Eventually I cut them off entirely and went no contact for about 2 years. I slowly started talking to them again because I felt guilty to not see my siblings. Fortunately, because I left, my parents did loosen up and my siblings' experiences growing up were better than mine. That said, I do not feel close to my parents to this day. I see them maybe once every few years and I talk to my mom every 1 to 3 weeks. I eloped so I wouldn't have to invite them to a wedding. If I have kids, I don't want them around them too much. I'm buying a house now and was updating my mom about that today when she told me they were coming to visit, which I've I've never allowed to date. Long story short, I made excuses about how I was busy and told her no. She and my dad blew up at me and said I need to forgive them for the past and let them see me. Am I the a-hole for not letting my parents visit and keeping them at a distance? My parents have apologized, accept my husband and my life now, and maybe I am the a-hole because I should forgive, but I think it's a little too late. It's too little too late, and that you can't just expect kids to forget all the trauma you put them through, even if you're sorry. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to have a relationship with parents like that, but you're the one that has to live with it. I've said it in a previous video, I lost my dad last month, and you know, you're the one left. You're the one left with the regrets, you know? So I just like to tell people, you know, no matter the relationship you have with your parents, make sure you can live with that at the end of the day, because if you don't pick up the phone, if you don't mend the relationship, if you don't, you know, do what you feel like is the right thing, then when they inevitably pass, because they probably will pass before you, you're going to be the one left with the regrets, the what ifs, the whatevers. So I'm not saying don't cut your family off. I'm saying make sure you can live with that and don't make a hasty decision about anything concerning family. Maybe your family has changed, okay? Maybe you don't want them to come visit you, but maybe you should go visit them. Maybe you should give them a chance to show you that they've changed, because maybe they have. And you know what? If it turns out to be just as toxic, then you can always just cut them off again and keep living your great life with your husband. That's my opinion. I'd love to know what you think in the comments. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.